Do you use Claude? Well, you can officially connect Jotform with Claude as a connector. Let me show you how. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly, and like I mentioned, if you use Claude, you can absolutely connect it with Jotform. So let me show you how. As you can see, I am currently at Claude.ai on my desktop. The first thing we want to do is go to the left-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and expand. We're going to come down here to customize. You can see we have two different options. We can add a skill or a connector, and Jotform is going to be a connector. So I'm going to connect my apps. From here, I'm going to do a quick search for Jotform. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and connect. Now, as long as you are signed in somewhere else on your desktop, Claude is going to know that. And as you can see, it automatically signed me in. I didn't have to authenticate anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and click on connectors over here. I'm going to choose Jotform. And one thing you want to look at is you want to make sure that all of these are turned on to be always allow. And you can get a really good idea of the capabilities that Jotform is going to be able to do within Claude from this screen. But let's go ahead and jump into a new chat, and I'll show you how this works. I'm going to go ahead and click the plus for a new chat. And from here, I don't even have to call Claude or call Jotform. All I have to do is say, can you list all of my forms for me? Let's go ahead and see if it can, even with the typo, it knew exactly what I was saying. So you can see it's going ahead and calling on Jotform, and it's going to give me a list of my forms. And if I need to see more, it's going to give me a link to take me over into Jotform. So next, let's go ahead and let's build a form from scratch. I'm going to go ahead and say, I'd like to make an RSVP form for a team outing at the park on May 28th. So I'm not giving it very much information. So it is knowing that it needs to be an RSVP form, and we're going to see what it gives us. And from there, we don't even have to open up Jotform to make edits. We can make all the edits, if necessary, right here within Claude. All right, you can see it is building it out. Name, email. Will you be joining? Will you bring any guests, dietary restrictions, or any type of comments? Perfect. So if we want, we can click on this link and it'll take us over into Jotform. So there are a couple things that I want to change. This is a team outing, so we don't need the guest question. So let's do, can you remove the guest question? And it should completely remove that for us. Now, another thing that this can do, and we're going to do this on the next question or the next prompt that we give it, we're going to be talking about the dietary restrictions. I don't want that to show if someone isn't going to be coming. Perfect. So it went ahead and removed that one. So we can see this question right here. If someone says yes, then I want it to show that question. So let's go ahead and ask it to do that. Can you hide the dietary restrictions question unless they choose yes to joining? So one thing that's great about Claude is you can make as many typos and it'll still know what you are talking about. Okay, so again, we are working with some conditional logic here. And once we do this, we'll go ahead and open up that form so we can see what that looks like in the preview mode. And we can give that a test. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and come back up here to the actual link. Let's open this link. All right, and we can see down here that that question is hidden. So if I choose no, that question's not going to pop up. If I choose yes, there is that question. Perfect. All right, let's do some design changes. Can you make the page background black and the submit button, we'll say red? So the page background is going to be what is currently gray, and the form background is currently white. So if you want to make the form background a different color, just make sure you're using the right word so that way it knows what part of the design to edit. All right, good deal. I'm going to come back over here. Let's do a quick refresh, we saw it was a green button. All right, now we have that black page background and we have the red RSVP. Perfect. Okay, let's do, can you do a test submission for me? Let's just make sure that everything works correctly, appropriately, and we can see it's loading the tools. It's creating that submission. All right, test submission submitted. Good deal. And you can see we can view it in the inbox right here. We can go ahead and open this link. All right, and there is that test submission. Perfect. All right, let's do from my list of forms, I'd like to look at the submissions from my hotel feedback form. So not only can it give me all of the submissions, it's going to give it to me just how it's going to look in Jotform. It's going to look like a table view, but we can also filter from there. We can analyze from there. Perfect. So you can see right here, let me know if you'd like me to filter, analyze, or do anything else with them. Let's see, I'd like for you to analyze and identify themes. So one thing that I like about AI and looking at submissions like this is going to look at things that I might be missing. I see this data all the time. So this is going to give me a bird's eye view and probably give me things that I wouldn't even thought to look at before. All right, some key themes. It seems they're heavily polarized, and you might have test entries. So this form, the hotel feedback form, is from our Jotform 101 webinars that we do. So of course it's all me filling it out. So it's picking up on that. It's picking up that, hey, something might be wrong here. So you might want to filter out those if you want to get real data results. So it looks at the guest behavior trends, things to note. Perfect. So let's do, what can I do to improve my business from these submissions? So you might be able to ask Claude something like this, and it might give you some really good information that, again, you weren't even thinking about. Maybe it is marketing. Right here it says double down on word of mouth. 90% of the guests find me through friends and family. Maybe you should turn that into a referral program. The wedding business, diversifying booking channels. Very, very neat stuff. Here it says clean up your form data. A good chunk looks like it's probably going to be test entries. But again, if we come back up here, we can use this to filter the results. So maybe we only want to see people who have chosen friends and family, or maybe we want to look at people who chose social media, and we can dive into those specific trends as well. But it's as simple as that. If you have any questions about how to connect Jotform to Claude, let us know down below in the comments. If you like this video and you got some value, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notification every time we put out a new video. I'll see you next time.